Test 1 2. 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 Test 1 2.
Okay, we'll just wait. I think it'll take about 15 seconds hopefully. Come through here. Okay, we'll try again.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Test 1 2 3.
1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3.
Okay, we're good on sound.
Ian Champagne coming into the game with a 2-1 record for the Beavers. Now back the other way, there's a shot and the save. A shot from Brady Shaw, who is one of the star players for this Crusader team. Now Winograd drops it off. Winograd beats it back, has it stolen away by Welsner, and he tries to get a quick shot off as he slides through the slot area. Now here's a shot right at the side of the net. Smith the save. And the rebound is cleared. Right on net. Champagne will turn it aside. He leaves it for Elsner. It comes free along the boards. So a dangerous chance. Alex Elsner, the speedy freshman forward for the Beavers, almost getting a good scoring chance. Beavers carry back in. There's a check by the Crusaders. Now Winograd has it poke checked away, and then Joe Bordas has the puck taken off of his stick. It comes free to the near boards. Riley Hansen for Beavercreek in the corner, centering, but no one is there. Picked up by Heron. Heron, rink-wide pass for Josh Heron. There are Heron brothers, Quinn and Josh, on this Moeller JV squad. No score, just underway. Here's a quick shot that's blocked on defense off the stick of Thomas Bush. Now starting out, Nick Wojcicki. Wojcicki has it poke-checked away. Beavers' centering pass is intercepted by Moeller's Brady Shaw. He carries through right ring at center ice. Brady Shaw over the Beavercreek line drops it off. 12:20 left in a scoreless first period. Both teams hot coming in. The Crusaders have won 8 in a row, and the Beavers are on a win streak as well and have won their first 2 games of this tournament. Moeller's Wojcicki dumps it in. And the Crusaders change on the fly as the Beavers start out. Puck dumped in behind the Crusader net. After it was Winograd. Winograd in the corner. Couldn't clear it. Now it's picked up loose by Quinn Heron. Quinn Heron over the Beavercreek line. A shot that's wide of Champagne's glove side. Loose puck shot back to the Moeller zone. Puck tipped right to the center red line. Beavers dump in. Here's Elsner. Elsner drops it off. Now return pass behind the net is broken up and picked up by Josh Herron. Josh Herron of Moeller. He has it stripped. Back to get it, Ethan Webb of Beavercreek. Webb in the corner and a whistle. And let's see, there was a stoppage as two players fought for the puck in the corner. And we'll have a face-off in the circle to the right of Ian Champagne. There's a shot blocked off a body into the corner of the Beaver zone. Thomas Bush for Beavercreek. Starting out on left wing. Thomas Bush into the Moeller zone. Shot, save, rebound, and the whistle blows a little bit early as the net comes loose from its mooring as Noah Smith hugged that right post to stop the shot and jarred the net loose, so that will result in a face-off. From the draw, shot off a stick wide. Puck chopped into the far corner of the Beaver zone. After it was Joe Martin. There's a shot, save, rebound loose, another shot blocked. So a good chance for Beavercreek on that sequence. Now the loose puck picked up by Shaw. Shaw will shoot it in the Beavercreek zone. 10 minutes to play. We're 5 minutes in and scoreless. Here's a pass on right wing, hitting Bush. Bush for Beavercreek, looking to make a play. He's ridden into the boards, still has it. Backhand centering pass right off the side of the net. Now Bush in the corner again, trying to dig at it. It kicks free to the opposite corner. Racing after it is Josh Herron of Cincinnati Moeller. Josh Herron trying to get a shot, but he's broken up. And Beavers start back. There's a shot and trying to hit Elsner at the side of the net, but just missing. And then Elsner fighting for it with Winograd. Loose puck comes free to the Crusaders. Back they come the other way. There's a shot, pad save, as Champagne went down to make the stop. Puck still free. Moeller holds it in. Wojcicki will dump it in behind the net. Beavers clear to center. Here is Cody Winograd. Drops it off for Mercaldi. He dumps it in. Here's a shot. And turning that aside was Champagne, and the puck cleared down the ice, and that will result in an icing violation against Beavercreek with 8:23 left in the first period. So the Beavers trying to win their second holiday tournament in a row. They won the Mayor's Cup last weekend and trying to capture this Winter Classic this week. But they need to get by the tough Moeller Crusaders. Back come the Beavers the other way. Drop pass and the slot is broken up. Beavers trying to hold it in. They do into the corner, back for the Crusaders. And trying to dump the puck in. It's off a stick back behind the Moeller cage, and it'll be offside. Josh Heron will take the face-off for the Crusaders. For Winograd in the corner, but he has it taken away. Back is Josh Heron again. Heron checked. There's a shot that's wide from the right point. 7.5 to go in the period. We're midway through. Thomas Bush trying to chip the puck free. But the Crusaders start back. Cody Winograd. Pass up ahead for Palmquist. It's too far ahead of him. Beavers on the fly will drop it back to the Moeller line. Both teams fighting for it. There's a puck picked up and cleared, but it's beyond Winograd and back to the Beaver line. No score early on. Here's a clearing and a shot, and it's right on goal, and the save made. That was off the stick of Joe Bordis. Noah Smith pins the puck up with his blocker pad and catching mitt. And a face-off deep in the Moeller zone. Cleared down the ice by Zach Miller of Moeller. Back to get it, Braden Cox. Braden Cox rims it along the boards to center ice. There's a sliding check. Puck picked up by Miller of Moeller. He lost it. Teammate Brady Shaw has it. Shaw up ahead to Mercaldi. Mercaldi dumps it into the Beavercreek zone, and just out of the crease to cover the loose puck is goaltender Ian Champagne, and with 6:05 to play in the period, he'll hold on for a face-off. And from the face-off, the Beavers look to start out. There's a puck tipped in by Riley Hansen. He's bumped off the puck. There's a shot, save, rebound, and able to chop it into the corner was goaltender Smith, as Thomas Bush had almost two chances. He had a shot and nearly had a rebound chance, but Smith was able to shovel the puck into the corner and out of harm's way. Puck tied up right along the Moeller line. Now shot in behind the Beaver net with 5:15 to go in the period. And a tightly played game so far. We're scoreless. Cody Winograd, he had the puck poke checked off his stick to center ice. Josh Heron moves the puck ahead. Puck tied up in the Beavercreek zone. 4:45 to go. There's Champagne lunging out of the crease to the side of the net to cover that loose puck before it became a problem, and he'll hold on for a face-off. It'll be Brady Shaw shooting the puck into the far corner of the Beaver zone. Beavers start out. There's a check right at the line by Jesse Mercaldi of Moeller. Beavers trying to hold it in but unable to. They'll have to vacate the attacking zone until they all get onside. And here come the Crusaders. A pass ahead for Shaw was beyond him. There's a shot, pad save by Champagne. Rebound held in as one of the Crusader players heads to the bench. 3:45 to go in a scoreless first period. Fighting off a check was Beavercreek's Alex Elsner, but unable to control the puck. Puck slid back to center ice for Heron. Josh Heron stops on left wing, has it stripped away. Here come the Beavers back. Here is Riley Hansen centering a tip. He scores! Thomas Bush on a great setup by Hansen. And for Thomas Bush, his 21st goal of the season. And with 3:20 to play in the period, the Beavers open the scoring, now leading 1-0. And from the face-off, Zach Miller of the Crusaders shot to center. It's intercepted. Here's a shot wide of the mark as he was defended by several players. Was Hansen. Centering pass is broken up. Loose puck behind the net, picked up. Hansen drops it off. It's off a stick as he was trying to hook up with Bush again. But it's cleared down the ice for an icing violation against Moeller. 2:52 to go in the period. I'd like to mention the Cox Medical Consulting Group for being one of the sponsors of Beavercreek High School hockey this season. Once again, as they were last year as well. Here's a shot, and gloved waist high by Noah Smith on a shot from the face-off, and we'll do it again. Shaw versus Elsner. Shaw wins it, and the puck is cleared by Zach Miller of Cincinnati. Moeller. 2:30 to go in the period. Shaw trying to work in front for a shot. Pad save, rebound. And the Beavers are able to carry it out and dump it in behind the Crusader net. Miller. Pass ahead. He hooks up with Brady Shaw. Brady Shaw over the Beavercreek line, but into the head of the play was Nick Wojcicki, and that'll be offside at the Beaver blue line. 2:10 to go in period number 1. Beavers lead at 1-0 on a nice pass from Riley Hansen as he hits Thomas Bush as he coasted into the slot area right in front of the crease and for a tip-in goal. And back come the Beavers. Puck poke checked away off the stick of Martin. Now trying to carry in front for a shot. Smith is down, and he's able to keep the puck out, unable to cover it. Puck still loose. Now moving in for a shot, and it's just wide. Centering pass again, but unable to hit Hansen. Here's a centering pass again in front, and it's intercepted. And back comes Michael Billups as he'll slide it in the Beavercreek zone with 1:20 to play in the period. There's a long shot from center, is off one of the bodies of the Moeller players and wide. Pass intercepted at the line and held in. No, it is not held in, as the linesman rules that offside, and will take the face-off to center ice, just outside the Moeller zone, with 1:03 to go in the period. Shaw against Elsner. Elsner wins it. Loose puck picked up. Crusaders at center ice. Now Zach Miller. He tries to drop it off now for teammate Wojcicki. He slides it in. Half a minute to go in the period. And here come the Beavers the other way. Trying to fight off a check was Cox, but unable to get a shot off. Now 20 seconds left. Elsner trying to work in front, and he's pulled down. No call there. There might have possibly been an interference or a hold, but no call. Here's Elsner again trying to come up with the puck, but has it poke checked away. There's 5 seconds left. There's a check into the boards, and that'll do it for this first period. So an exciting and tightly played first period. And after one, the Beavers lead the Moeller Crusader junior varsity team 1-0. And we'll have a few moments here to mention a couple more of our Beavercreek hockey sponsors for the 2021 season. Eric and Diane Sondergelt, we appreciate their support again this season for the Beavers Hockey Club. Also Team Sandness and Joel Luker and the Shuttleworth family. All of them are individual sponsors, and we'll mention some of our business sponsors as the evening goes along. As we're going to get ready for the second period. Cincinnati Moeller, Archdeacon Moeller, the name of the high school down in Cincinnati, named for one of the archbishops of Cincinnati, Henry Moeller. Back early in the 20th century, he was what the Crusaders High School is named after. It'll be Riley Hansen taking the draw for Beavercreek at center to start the second period with the Creek leading 1-0. Here's Hansen, and he hits the ice as he tries to move into the slot. Crusaders, there's one of the players lost his stick. It was one of the Beaver players. Now here come the Crusaders trying to carry, and centering pass is tipped away by Champagne. Loose puck, Heron trying to backhand it in front. It's intercepted by Braden Cox. Rims it around for Bush. Bush unable to pick it up as it's shot right in front of the net. It's picked up by the Beavers' Carson Cox, and he clears. There's a shot the other way, and I can't tell if Noah Smith got a piece of that or not, but it was wide. Back come the Crusaders in gold and black. Loose puck now at center, picked up by Bush, shot, and a blast is wide. And again, I can't tell from this vantage point if Smith got a piece of that or not. There's a centering pass again, shot, and that's a save by Noah Smith. Beavers putting on some pressure early in the period, but now here come the Crusaders, but that play is offside and will take the face off at center ice. And this game being played at the South Metro Sportsplex in Centerville. In the Winter Classic, Carson Cox clears up ahead to center for Donahue, but that pass broken up. And now it'll be Bordas dumping in. Beavers trying to hold it in the Moeller zone. Bordas left it for Elsner. He's tied up along the boards. Now the puck kicks free back to the line, and it's played by Carson Cox. Brady Shaw trying to move it ahead. Has it poke checked away? Here's a chance. And a shot is just wide. .12.5 to play in the period. Loose puck along the left wing boards in the Moeller zone. Elsner unable to pick it off. And back come the Crusaders the other way. Shot! And Champagne steers that away. That was Josh Heron with that shot. And there's two Heron brothers. Heron spelled H-E-R-O-N. There's a tip from a centering pass that just went up over the crossbar. Webb trying to dig it out for the Beavers, but it's stolen. Here's a centering pass again for a tip right off the side of the net. Champagne is able to cover with Cooper Palmquist of Moeller down on the ice trying to get a tip on the loose puck. So a big chance for the Crusaders, but a tip was just up over the net. Champagne reached for it, but it was not on goal. It was over the net, so the Beavers maintain their 1-0 lead. Riley Hansen ridden into the boards. Loose puck behind the Moeller net. Crusaders clear down the ice. Champagne will let it go for icing. 11:23 left in the period. And due to the icing being caused by the Crusaders, the penalty is that they'll have the face-off held way back in their zone. And the circle to the right of Noah Smith between the pipes tonight for Kyle Fitzgerald's Moeller Crusaders. There's a shot. Blocked in front. And if I mentioned Kyle's Fitzpatrick earlier, it's Kyle Fitzgerald. If I misspoke on the Moeller coach's name, I apologize. At the beginning of the game, I may have misspoken his name. Puck cleared back into the Beaver zone for icing. And again, we'll take the face-off back deep in the Moeller zone. And the Beavers having defeated Gahanna Lincoln 2-1 and Northern Kentucky 3-2 in this tournament. From the face-off, Braden Cox dumps behind the net. Bush trying to dig it free. Bush looking to make a play. It's back to the point and has it stripped away. Now a foot race back the other way. Here's a shot, and it's wide, and that was Michael Billups who fought the puck down the ice and got a scoring chance. But the shot was wide. Now Thomas Bush for Beavercreek. He has it stripped away as he enters the Moeller zone. Back come the Crusaders. And before he's able to pull the trigger, he has his pocket picked by Braden Cox, and he clears the puck down the ice. It's icing, but that was a nifty little defensive play. The Moeller player wound up for a shot, and Cox just took it right away. With the icing, face-off back deep in the Beaver zone to the right of netminder Ian Champagne. Shot, save, rebound is tipped wide. Now the puck kicks free along the left wing boards. Bordas clears down the ice. Smith sets it up for number 18, and he is not on their roster, so I don't know who that is. We'll try to find out later who number 18 is for the Crusaders. We're nearing the midway point of the period. I think there's a couple of lights out on the scoreboard, so There might be 8.5 to go in the period, and it's 1-0 for the Beavers. Joe Bordis had it checked away and shot rimmed around to the other corner. There's a centering pass that's picked off by Champagne before the Crusaders can get a tip on it. And Moeller coming in 10-3 on the season. The Beavers 9-2. Riley Hansen against Josh Heron. There's a puck stripped away by Thomas Bush. Bush over the line, moving in. And Smith the save, and another big chance by Thomas Bush, as he scored earlier. Now the puck dumped in, and that's offside. The Beavers have to get out of the attacking zone. 8:45 left to go in the second period. Carson Cox ridden into the boards by Cody Winograd. Now back comes Carson Cox. Cox again ridden to the boards hard by Ralston. Loose puck still in the Moeller zone. Left wing shot. Save, and Smith is down momentarily. Beavers a couple of chances, but unable to cash in on that sequence. Now the puck into the left wing corner. Fought for and now cleared, not out. Braden Cox will dump it back in for Thomas Bush in the opposite wing corner. And there's a player that rides hard into the boards. And there's a whistle, as we'll see if will there be a penalty or just one of the players was injured. One of the Beaver players went into the boards hard. And that was Bush. Thomas Bush, the junior forward, was shaken up, but he looks like he's going to stay in the lineup. And we'll have a face-off in the right wing circle of the Moeller zone with 7:40 to go. And there was a penalty on that play. So when Bush went into the boards hard, apparently he was pushed, and that's a 5-minute major. Was that boarding, do you think? Or
It was, yeah.
boarding, okay. So a 5-minute boarding minor. I didn't catch the number of the Moeller player who went off on the penalty, but now I think it is young Mr. Brendan O'Sullivan. So Brendan O'Sullivan, I think, went in the penalty box. There's a shot. Noah Smith the save. And he'll hold on. So one-man power play. Brendan O'Sullivan, a freshman forward. Off on a 5-minute major for boarding. So the Beavers want to be patient on this. Man advantage and try to double their lead. Thomas Bush positioned right in the slot. There's a pass for Bush, shot, save, and a rebound, and they score! A power play goal with 7:05 left in the period. And of course, because of a major penalty, the power play will continue. That goal by Carson Cox. Is that Joey or? Joey Donahue. So for Joey, that's his 5th goal of the season. And now the referee explaining to Coach Fitzgerald of Moeller something as he has a question. And now there's some discussion at the scorer's table about, in fact, there will be no goal there. It's waved off. So take the Donahue goal off the board. Did they feel like the goal was, or the puck was controlled, or?
Yeah, that's what I would guess. They're going to blow it dead.
So no goal. So it remains 1-0. And the Beavers will try again to put one in the net. Riley Hansen behind the net, gets it back for Bush. And the puck is cleared back to the line. Carson Cox holds it in. His pass is off a stick and the Crusaders clear. Again, when a team is shorthanded, they are permitted to ice the puck. Braden Cox. Left wing Hansen to center. Hansen over the Moeller line. Riley Hansen into the corner. Riley Hansen drops it for Bush. Back to Hansen. Hansen behind the net. Hansen for Braden Cox, left point. Left wing tip. One-timer by Joey Donahue was up high. 3:23 left in the power play chance. Cox drops it behind the net for Riley Hansen. Hansen tied up. Hansen and a couple other players tie up. Bush trying to prod at it. Now left point, Braden Cox. Pass over for Donahue off a stick, and it carries up to Noah Smith, and he's able to hit the ice and cover the puck. So 2:53 left in the power play, 5:33 left in the period. Beaver lead remains 1-0. As the goal by Joey Donahue was waved off, we can only assume at this point is maybe because the play may have been whistled dead. Riley Hansen will take the face off for the Beavers. Back for Donahue. Donahue behind the net. Pass. Now back to the point for Cox, Braden Cox, but unable to control it, and it's shot down the ice by the Crusaders. Carson Cox, left wing Hansen off his stick. Picked off by one of the Moeller players. He's trying to move in. A tip. Champagne down. Still down. And finally, the whistle as Ian Champagne, prone on the ice, is able to keep the puck right underneath him. Wow. So one of the Crusader players, Cody Winograd, was helping Champagne to the ice. Very dangerous chance for the shorthanded Crusaders and almost tie the game. There's a shot from the draw, save by Champagne. That was from the stick of Josh Herron. And another face-off. Coach Gutterman is not going to like the power play being controlled in their own zone by the Crusaders. Now Herron runs Bordas into the boards. Loose puck, Carson Cox. Carson Cox now starts out. 1:57 left in the power play chance. A 5-minute boarding minor. The puck kicks up over the glass for a face-off. 4:30 left in the period. Well, Thomas Bush in the first period, and that's all the scoring we've had so far. Riley Hansen for Carson Cox. Carson Cox up for Bush in the slot, shot, and Smith the save, and he's able to prevent a rebound. Clock stopped with 4:20 to go in the period, 1:41 in the penalty. Riley Hansen wins the face-off back to Braden Cox. Riley Hansen. Now puck centered. Smith was down momentarily, but Beavers unable to get a shot. Here's Carson Cox centering the puck. That's broken up on defense, and Smith is able to pounce on the loose puck again and hold it. Face off to the right of the Moeller net. Riley Hansen again. And the puck cleared away. Sean Pine will play it. He steers it to the corner for Bush. Bush beats Mercaldi to the puck and starts out. Bush, pass up ahead for Hansen. It's off a stick back to Bush. Pass back for Carson Cox. That's off a stick. Bush for the Beavers in the corner. Under a minute left in the power play. Bush trying to wrap it around, and it's deflected back behind the net. Beavers again on a 5-minute power play, but 4.5 minutes of it have elapsed. They haven't had too many really good looks at the net, and the best scoring chances on this Beaver power play have really been at the hands of the Crusaders, as they had a couple of big chances to score earlier in this Beaver power play. There's a whistle. As the goal comes loose, they'll have to reset it. Back at the Moeller end, and only 7 seconds left in the power play, but the Beavers do have the face-off to the Moeller side of center, so if they can win the face-off, they might be able to get one quick scoring chance off before the end of the power play. Alex Elsner will take the draw for Beavercreek. He tries to carry in right from his own face-off, has it poke checked away. That's going to end the man advantage, as the penalized player is back on the ice. That was Quinn Herron was the penalized player, it looks like. So both teams back to full strength with under 2.5 minutes to play in period number 2. Joey Donahue, checked by Herron. Loose puck, Ethan Webb. He'll dump it in for Beavercreek. Back Winograd. And now Herron fighting for it. Now the Beavers come away with the puck. Bush tied up behind the net. Now the puck kicks free to the opposite corner. And here come the Crusaders. 1:45 left in the period. Puck shot in the Beavercreek zone, but icing. And we'll take the face-off back in the Moeller zone. Riley Hansen centering once again for the Beavers. There's Cox, a blast from the face-off is wide from the right point. Now Cox, rink wide at center. Bush, give and go Hansen. Hansen slides it in. Chasing after it, Martin. Martin. Now back to the point. Cox centering, and just quite unable to get a tip on it. It looks like was Martin. Now carrying in Hansen. Hansen, a shot. Save. And Smith is down as he dives out of the crease to cover the loose puck with 1:03 to go in the period. Riley Hansen back for Bush. Bush. Backhand shot, save, loose puck, and it's covered by Noah Smith. And from the face-off, Ethan Webb. He drops it into the right wing corner of the Moeller zone. Carrying back in is Riley Hansen. His wrist shot. Save. Rebound along the boards. Just a half a minute left in period number 2 and a whistle. And we have a penalty. And it will be on the Moeller Crusaders. Was that interference?
Yep.
Okay. So an interference minor against the Crusaders. And the Beavers have another power play chance. They were shut out on their 5-minute power play earlier in the period. There's a shot by Braden Cox, blocked in front. Here come the Crusaders, short-handed, trying to work through 3 Beavers was Mercaldi. He has it broken up. Just a couple of seconds left, and the period will come to a close. So the Beavers will have a power play for 1:31 when we resume play in the third period. After 2, it's Beavercreek 1 and the Cincinnati Moeller Crusader Junior Varsity team nothing. As earlier in the period, it looked like the Beavers scored a power play goal, but it was waved off. Donahue's shot, apparently a whistle blew the play dead before he shot the puck in. So we're going to have a guest here momentarily from the Beaver squad. Beaver player should be up here shortly. Until then, we'd like to take this opportunity to mention some more of our sponsors for Beavercreek hockey this season. First of all, the TJ Awards Company. TJ Awards located at 3792 Dayton Senior Road in Beavercreek. A trophy and engraving shop. They'll handle any of your trophies, plaques, crystal and acrylic awards, medals and ribbons, and that can be for your workplace or for your sports team or anybody that deserves an award or ribbon.com. They're located on Far Hills Avenue. Also, Prime Electric. They are located in Beavercreek. David Huff and Luke Cunningham would like to have you stop in if you have any of your electrical needs for industrial, commercial, or residential services. Visit them at primeelectricllc.org online, or you can call them at 689-6515 Prime Electric in Beavercreek. And we are going to have a guest we mentioned earlier, Michaela Smith, a sophomore player for the Beavercreek Beavers, and we'll be visiting with her here in this second intermission between the Moeller Crusader Junior Varsity and the Beavercreek Beavers. And stand by. We'll be visiting with her shortly. And until Michaela is able to work her way up here, we're pleased to mention more sponsors for Beavercreek hockey. We're always excited to give some run to the businesses that and corporate sponsors that sponsor Beavercreek hockey year in and year out. And we'd like to mention Gallagher Tires. Gallagher Tires located at Wood Lane Plaza on Woodman Drive in Kettering. So Gallagher Tires, they have all types of tires. They have farm tires, construction, equipment tires, lawn and garden, tractor tires. They have ATV and UTV tires, forklift tires, which are probably hard to get a hold of, but they have them there at Gallagher Tire. Golf cart tires. You wouldn't think to that too often, but golf cart tires as well. So they're located at 3050 Woodman Drive in the Wood Lane Plaza in Kettering. And apparently Michaela won't be joining us tonight. Maybe another night she'll be with us. We have instead J.J. Lehman, freshman for the Beavercreek Beavers. J.J. Lehman in his first year, and he'll be with us here shortly. I think. Well, here we go. There's young J.J. He's lost, Jeff. he's going the wrong way. There he comes. Okay, J.J. Lehman, we appreciate you joining us tonight. First of all, what does J.J. stand for?
For the team, really. I'm more looking for good passes. I'm not going to take a selfish goal.
I think I'm referring to your initials.
JJ? Okay, so it's my first name and then my middle name starts with a J. So we just, yeah.
Okay, great. And you're a freshman, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. What position are you?
I'm forward.
Do you have any favorite positions along the line that you like?
Not particularly, no.
Have you been playing all three positions at forward so far this season, or just?
What was that? Sorry.
Have you been playing some of each of the three positions, center and the two wings, or what have you primarily been playing?
I've primarily been on wing, so right or left wing.
And are you right shot or left shot?
I'm a right-handed.
Okay. And I guess how long have you been playing hockey?
This is my first year, actually.
First year overall?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that? Okay. And so what got you into the sport of hockey?
Since we had to move because our house got hit by the tornado, we moved right by Kettering Ice Rink, and I just wanted to skate one day, and that's what got me into it, really.
Wow, that's quite a story. See, I'm an old guy, and I'm from Beavercreek Township, and I can remember I was 8 years old for the big Xenia tornado back in 1974. That didn't hit us because we were out of Xenia, but I remember that. So this twister again, this was a bad one, and that kind of rivals what we saw in 1974, what happened in Dayton. So have you guys kind of recovered from that?
Yes, we're all repaired back in our house now, so that's good.
Great. And do you have any brothers or sisters?
One older brother.
And have you played any other sports besides hockey before this?
Yes, I was a gymnast for 4 years, and I've played basketball, soccer, baseball,
I was a baseball player growing up. I played baseball, a little bit of football and basketball, but and that's interesting. Gymnast, does that help you in your skating, gymnastics, do you think at all?
I think it helps my balance a little bit, but we weren't super strong with our leg muscles in gymnastics. It was more upper body strength, so I need to build my leg muscle up for that.
And did you have a favorite event in gymnastics, or that you were best at?
I liked rings the best, yeah.
And that would build a lot of upper body strength. And when you played baseball, what position did you like the best?
I like being a first baseman or outfielder, probably.
And you also played you played basketball also?
Yeah.
Now, these other sports that you played, were they for school, or like during summer leagues, or what?
They were more summer and when I was little, so, just like the little leagues.
And soccer, did that help you at all, you think, as far as hockey, as far as kind of being the same type of setup?
Yeah, a little with the coordination, probably.
And do you plan on continuing on playing through your career at Beavercreek?
Yes, I do. I plan to play 4 years.
That's great. And any thoughts? Of course, you're only as a freshman, but do you think you'd like to continue on in college?
Yeah, probably. We'll see how these 4 years go, see how I like it.
Do you have any early thoughts about where you'd like to go to college?
Not really, no.
No, because a freshman, it's hard to imagine. So, what did your folks think about when you decided to start playing hockey? What were their thoughts about it?
My dad was pretty happy. My mom was a little nervous because it's a contact sport, with the concussions and all, yeah.
Yeah. And that's something, back in my day, we really didn't think about concussions too much. But, rightfully so, they're getting a handle on that. So, well, they're about ready to get the nets back in place and start preparing for the second period. So, but we appreciate you joining us. J.J. Lehman, freshman forward for the Beavers. We appreciate you joining us, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, JJ. So we are going to get ready for the second period. The teams are back on the ice. The Beavers leading at 1-0 on a goal by Thomas Bush in the first period. For Thomas, that was goal number 21 of the season. And so far, the Crusaders have had some big scoring chances, but Ian Champagne, who has gone the distance tonight, has kept him out of the net. We've seen on a lot of games so far this season how Coach Gutterman has split the net-minding duties between Champagne and Benny Duford. But tonight, and probably, I don't know, I think Ben has played the first 2 games of this tournament. So Ian is in the net tonight, and he's been in the net for the duration so far. So again, earlier in this tournament, the Beavers defeating Gahanna Lincoln from the Columbus area 2-1, and then another tightly played game against one of our what are becoming one of our rivals, the Northern Kentucky Norse, as they are always a tough customer. But the Beavers able to knock them off 3-2 earlier this week. And so far, with a 1-0 lead, they're trying to move into the championship bracket of this Winter Classic for the 2021 season. Again, the Moeller Crusaders, this is their junior varsity squad. And they are in the gold sweaters, black trunks, and the Beavers white sweaters, black trunks with the orange trim. Unable to get the referee names tonight, so I'm not able to give those guys any mention. But, puck is dropped, and we are underway for the third period. The Beavers on a power play for another minute, 10 seconds. And play offside at the Moeller line. 14:35 left in the third period. Brady Shaw, one of the star players of the Crusaders, he's taken a lot of their face-offs this evening. And from the draw, Thomas Bush circles at center. Skips over the referee's skates. Bush still trying to control it. It's kicked free. Now Bush moving in. Bush shot, save. Hansen trying to get a backhander, but it's poke checked away. Now Hansen drops it back. Here's a screen shot that's blocked in front, and the Crusaders clear the puck away. Half a minute left in the power play. Here come the Beavers. Bush has it tied up by Quinn. Or make that Josh Heron. Get my Herons straight. Josh number 43 out there. And his brother Quinn, a member of the Crusaders, that is shot off a stick and goes high and wide. Penalty killed off. The Moeller Crusader penalty killing squad now has killed all 7 minutes of Beavercreek power play tonight off. We're back to full strength with 13:15 to play. Shaw versus Elsner. From the face-off, puck tied up between the referee's skates momentarily. Puck cleared down the ice by 18, and I don't have 18 on the roster for Moeller, so I don't know. I'm afraid I don't know who that is. I got their roster earlier today, but there is no number 18 on it. So we apologize to that young man that we're unable to mention him by name. Sean Elsner will hook up again on another face-off deep in the Moeller zone. There comes number 18 for the Crusaders. Puck poke checked away. Elsner bumped off the puck down to the ice. Now Beaver player ridden into the boards. The Crusaders trying to pick up their physical intensity as they trail 1-0. Back come the Crusaders. Wojcicki leaves it for Shaw. Shaw has it stripped. It shot back along the far boards. Winograd from Moeller. He has it taken away. Beavers will try to keep the puck out of their own zone. Big blast from center. That's high and wide. 12 minutes left. Loose puck picked up for the Crusaders by Quinn Heron. His centering pass. Champagne knocked it down. Now circling again was Quinn Heron. Heron tied up. Beavers trying to get it out. There's a shot. Pad save by Champagne as he hits the ice in the butterfly stance. There's another shot, I think, hit off the pads of Champagne. That was off the stick of Winograd. Now the puck cleared in the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing on the Beavers as Coach Gutterman will try to regroup the troops as the Moeller Crusaders have been able to keep the puck back in the Beavercreek zone now for the last couple of minutes. From the face-off, Beavers clear down the ice, and that'll be another icing Or will they wave it off? No, it's icing. It looked like I thought for a moment that Zach Miller of Moeller could have played the puck along the boards, but they ruled it out of his reach, and that will result in icing. If a referee feels like a player could have played a puck, they'll wave that off. Shaw again against Hansen. Puck swept to the line from the face-off and then cleared back behind the Beaver net. Beavers need to get the puck out of their own zone. Protect that 1-0 lead. Crusaders forechecking very well in this third period. Give and go pass from Miller. Deflects off a stick down the ice behind the Beavercreek net. Here come the Beavers the other way. Back they come, Thomas Bush trying to fight off a check from Josh Herron. Here's a shot blocked on defense. Puck rimmed into the right wing corner of the Moeller zone. Fighting forward to Hansen, but has it stripped away by Herron. Josh Herron checked by Ethan Webb of Beavercreek in the corner. Oh, almost trying to strip the puck away was Hansen. Now he's able to get it momentarily, but Miller is able to shoot back to center. Now Herron will dump it in. 7:45, make that 8:45 left in the third and final period. Back come the Beavers the other way, trying to move in. Donahue, wrap around, Joey Donahue. Now drops the puck off for a shot, and it's off a stick, high and wide. Elsner was trying to get a tip on it in front. Winograd over for Billups. He slides the puck to center. Back is Bortis for Beavercreek. Bortis over the Moeller line, drops it off. There's a shot high and wide from Elsner. Coming away with it for the Crusaders, young Mr. 18. Back he comes. His shot is off a stick wide. Puck dropped off in the corner, shot. And looks like that Champagne got a mid on that. Beavers lead it 1-0. Thomas Bush scoring in the first period on a beautiful setup as the puck is now iced. But that's waved off. The play continues. A beautiful setup between Riley Hansen hitting Thomas Bush right in front of the Moeller net as he cut right in up the slot for a tip. Now here's Hansen, a shot, save, rebound, and Noah Smith is able to keep the puck out as he's prone on the ice. What a save by Noah Smith. He makes the initial save, sprawls out across the goal mouth, and is able to glove the puck. That is a fantastic stop by Noah Smith. Play back behind the Moeller net again. Herron stripped by Hansen. Hansen looking to make a play. Now to the left point. There's a shot off a body high and wide. Joe Martin in the corner, ridden into the boards. Puck tied up there. Martin and a couple of other players prodding at the puck. Zach Miller can't clear. There's a shot, saved by Smith. On the shot by Braden Cox from the right point. Now the Beavers changing the momentum and trying to put pressure on the Moeller net. Both goaltenders have played very well this evening. Brady Shaw rather, and this is not football. Brady Shaw against Elsner for Zach Miller. Miller had it stripped and cleared, but Bordis picks up for Beavercreek. He has it checked away by Shaw, and now it kicks free. Now trying to coast in for the Beavers was Elsner. He's poke checked away and ridden into the boards hard in the corner by Miller. And the puck is iced the other way. With such a tight game, 1-0, both teams are starting to really pick up the intensity. 7:02 to go. During these high school games, overtime rules sometimes are kind of capricious. Kind of depends on ice time, how much time they have left, and what they decide to do. So I don't know at this point if the game would result in a tie in regulation, whether they would be in overtime or not. There might be a 3-on-3 or a 4-on-4, but we'll see. But the Beavers obviously want to avoid that, maintain the lead. And they still have that 1-0 advantage. With an icing, we'll take the face-off back in the Moeller zone. Again, Brady Shaw for the Crusaders. Riley Hansen. Hansen wins the draw. Shot, save. As Braden Cox got a shot off from the face-off. Loose puck held in at the Moeller line to Hansen in the corner. Hansen checked by Winograd. Winograd and Hansen fight for it. Now Hansen in the corner. Hansen tied up, centers for a tip, and it's just broken up as the Beavers' J.J. Lehman almost hooking up. He was checked slightly from behind as he tried to get a tip on it, and that, I think, prevented him from being able to get the stick on the puck, but Hansen and Lehman almost hooking up on a goal. .5:53 to play. If I see the clock right, or it might be 8. I think it's 5:50. There's a couple of lights out on that scoreboard make the clock. Here's breaking out the other way. Here's Donahue. And a sliding check to break up the chance by Donahue as he moved in right up the slot. I say both teams really picking up the intensity. And this game played tightly. Here's a shot, save. And the rebound is cleared and iced the other way. Champagne keeps the puck out of the net. What a game. We've had a great one this evening at South Metro Sportsplex. And two very evenly matched teams. The Crusaders 10-3, Beavers 9-2. And this is the Crusader junior varsity squad. From the face-off, puck tied up along the boards. Several players fighting for it. And coming away is Brady Shaw. Brady Shaw pass for 18 and his shot. Save. And the rebound, and it's covered by Champagne at the top of the crease. 4:53 to go. Like to see the face-off stats after the game. So many between Shaw and Hansen and Shaw and Elsner. See, the one-loss stats on these face-offs would be interesting because most of them have been taken by the Shaw and either Elsner or Hansen. Now the Beavers trying to start out on their own end. 4.5 to go. Bush, right wing, trying to cut in front, trying to stuff it in on a backhand, but Smith keeps it out with a big leg pad. Puck tied up in the corner, and the puck is cleared back to center. Picking up the loose puck, Elsner, he's bumped off. Loose puck, Bordas trying to center it, backhand, gets it back. Now centering pass, cutting in was Donahue, broken up. Shot from the center point is blocked on defense by big Cody Winograd of Moeller, and he's able to clear. Now Michael Billups will dump it in the Beaver zone. 3:40 to play. Beavers in their own zone, trying to get it out. Puck shot to center. It's played by Winograd, Cody Winograd. Cody spelled K-O-D-Y. His centering pass for Heron. It comes over instead for Billups, and his shot is wide of the mark and volleys to center. Picked up by Zach Miller. Pass up ahead, intercepted. Here come the Beavers, but getting around a check was Elsner. Here's the speedy freshman Elsner trying to shake off Winograd. Drops the puck off. Chips it behind the net for Donahue. Donahue in the corner. Donahue. Left point shot, and it's snared by Noah Smith like a shortstop. Plucks it off the ground with the big mitt, and he will hold on with 2:43 to play. Shaw against Hansen, shot from and Riley Hansen, a tip on that right point shot is just wide. Hansen trying to drop it off in front, but it's picked off by Shaw. Racing down the ice, Brady Shaw. Trying to get around a check by Elsner. Shaw behind the net. Shaw checked along the end boards. Thomas Bush for Beavercreek, 2:15 to play. Puck squirts free. Picked up by Shaw. Shaw of Moeller has it checked away by Cox. Loose puck in the corner now along the left point. There's a shot! Saved by Champagne, and he'll hold on. 2 minutes and 1 second left. And I would keep an eye on Noah Smith here shortly. Will the Crusaders send him to the bench for an extra attacker? I'm sure that'll happen here very soon. Here come the Crusaders in their own end. Puck picked up by Zach Miller. Zach Miller being tailed by Elsner. He'll dump it in. Beavers back to play it. Donahue in the corner. 1:35 left. The Beavers clear, and it's icing. And now we'll see with the face-off back deep in the Beaver zone, will the Crusaders go for the extra attacker? And it doesn't look like they're going to at this point. Now it looks like he will. Now Smith is heading off. And it'll be a timeout for Moeller, and I'm certain that Noah Smith will be on the bench in favor of a sixth attacker with just 1:33 to play, but we'll see what Coach Fitzgerald decides to do for Moeller. Coach Greg Gutterman has his Beavercreek squad huddled up as well. Was Thomas Bush midway through that first period on a great pass from Riley Hansen, and it looked like Joey Donahue scored a power play goal early in the second period on the five-man power play, but the play had been whistled dead before he tipped the puck in, so that goal was waved off. So that's where we are, 1-0. And let's see what young Mr. Noah Smith is going to do. Smith, freshman goals. We have two freshman goalies out there this evening. Noah Smith and Ian Champagne, both freshmen. And my somewhat surprised Smith is still in the net. So they're going to eschew the standard practice of trying to get the extra attacker. Now the puck is shot in, at least they are at this point. Now back come the Crusaders. A minute 20 to go. Smith now drops it back. Riley Hansen checks the Moeller player, and the puck carries all the way back down behind the Moeller cage for icing. Now they'll use the extra attacker with a minute 5 seconds left. It will be Nicholas Woike who will come on, and Noah Smith heads to the bench. So now the Moeller crease is vacant for the extra attacker. So an empty net the other way, and that's what you don't want to do. You know, that empty net at the other end looks like it's about 20 feet wide, but icing the puck when you're trying to go for the empty net results in that face-off deep in your own zone, and that's a dangerous situation. When you shoot the puck at that empty net, it's best to be past the center red line when you do, so you don't result in an icing. By play with 45 seconds left, centering pass broken up in front. Champagne was on his knees, but no shot. Now the puck is cleared down the ice, just missing, and it's off the side of the net, off the goalpost. And still 1-0. 32 and a half seconds to play. Brady Shaw again. The Crusaders playing 6-on-5 with an empty net. Beavers trying to put the game on ice with an empty net goal, and almost stealing the puck was Joey Donahue. And almost trying to strip it again was Bush. He would have been in all alone on the empty net. Here's Zach Miller. 10 seconds left. Miller stops, drops it off. Puck tied up. 5 seconds left. There's a sliding block in front. Champagne was down, and that's going to do it. The Beavercreek Beavers with an exciting 1-0 win over the Cincinnati Moeller Junior Varsity Crusaders in this Winter Classic. This has been one of the most enjoyable games of the season to see so far, as both teams played very well. Both goaltenders played very well. In fact, we'll name a 3 stars right now for this contest. We'll give the number 3 star to the Beavercreek goaltender, Ian Champagne. He goes all the way for the shutout. The number 2 star, we'll give it to Noah Smith. Despite being the losing goaltender, he made some spectacular stops between the pipes for Moeller. So he's the number 2 star, and the number 1 star of the game, we'll give it to the goal scorer, Thomas Bush, who netted his 21st marker of the season in the first period. And that is all she wrote for the scoring this evening. So again, the number 3 star, Ian Champagne, the number 2 star, Noah Smith of Moeller, and the number 1 star, Thomas Bush. So the Beavers will move on in this Winter Classic, now winning close games, 1-goal games in each instance, 2-1 over Gahanna Lincoln, 3-2 over the Northern Kentucky Norse, and 1-0 this evening against the Moeller JV Crusaders. So that's going to do it from South Metro Sportsplex in Centerville. Speaking for webcast engineer Jeff Duford, this is Kent Jacobs again reminding you the final score: Beavercreek 1 and the Cincinnati Moeller JV 0. Until next time, good evening from South Metro Sportsplex.